Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving and exploring how you can become a clinical research coordinator. Now, becoming a CRC, it's not just about knowing the science, it's about being that bridge between research and patient care. It's a demanding yet incredibly rewarding role. You're going to be the one making sure clinical trials run smoothly, that everything's ethically sound, and that we're advancing medical knowledge safely and effectively. So if you're ready to be a vital part of medical breakthroughs, stick around, because in this video I'm breaking down the path to becoming a clinical research coordinator step by step. Let's get started. Alright, so you're interested in becoming a clinical research coordinator. Awesome. The first thing we need to talk about is education. Now, you might be thinking you need a PhD or MD to work in research, and while those are amazing, they're not mandatory to become a CRC. The foundation you're going to need is a bachelor's degree. Think along the lines of health sciences, biology, nursing. Public health is huge in research, so that's a great option. Pharmacy too, you're dealing with medications in trials all the time. Anything related to healthcare is a strong start. Why these degrees? Well, as a CRC, you're going to be dealing with complex medical terminology, understanding diseases, and interpreting data. A solid background in these fields will give you a head start, but here's the thing. It's not just about the textbook knowledge. You're going to be working directly with patients, explaining complex medical concepts in a way they can understand, and ensuring their safety throughout the trial. So if you're still in school, try to get involved in some extracurriculars that hone those people skills. Volunteer at a hospital, join a research group, anything that gets you comfortable interacting with patients and understanding the research process. Trust me, having a strong educational foundation, especially in science and healthcare, is like having that reliable stethoscope around your neck. It's essential, but remember, being a CRC also requires empathy, communication skills, and a genuine passion for helping others. So, you've got the educational foundation, you're passionate about research, you're ready to dive into the world of clinical trials. The next step that can significantly boost your career is getting certified. Now, when it comes to becoming a clinical research coordinator, the Certified Clinical Research Coordinator, CCRC certification, is the gold standard. It's like the board certification for doctors. It tells employers you're serious about this field and that you have the knowledge to back it up. The CCRC certification is offered by the Certified Clinical Research Professionals Society, or CCRPS. They're a well-respected organization, and having their stamp of approval on your resume can make a big difference. To get certified, you'll need to pass an exam, and let me tell you, it's not a walk in the park. This exam tests your knowledge of everything from good clinical practice guidelines, which are like the Bible for ethical research, to data management, regulatory requirements, and patient safety protocols. But don't let that scare you off. There are tons of resources available to help you prepare, from study guides to practice exams. The ACRP website, that's the Association of Clinical Research Professionals, is a great place to start. Now, you might be wondering, is certification really necessary? And the answer is, it depends. Some employers require it, some see it as a strong asset, and some prioritize experience over certification. But honestly, even if it's not mandatory, getting certified shows dedication. It demonstrates your commitment to professional development, and it can open doors to more advanced roles and higher salaries down the line. Think of it as an investment in your future. It's like getting that extra training, putting in those extra hours at the gym. It might not be easy, but the payoff is definitely worth it. All right, so you've got the education, you're working on your certification. Now comes the hands-on part, gaining relevant experience. Because let's face it, in the world of clinical research, nothing beats real-world experience. Now, I know what you're thinking. How am I supposed to get experience if everyone wants experience? Trust me, I've been there. It's a classic catch-22, but don't worry, there are ways to break into the field. One of the best ways to get your foot in the door is through internships. Hospitals, research institutions, pharmaceutical companies, they all offer internships specifically designed to give aspiring CRCs like you a taste of the real deal. Another great option is to look for entry-level positions at contract research organizations, or CROs. These companies conduct clinical trials on behalf of pharmaceutical companies, and they're always on the lookout for eager individuals to join their teams. But what if you're already working in healthcare? Maybe you're a nurse, a medical assistant, or even a lab technician. Guess what? You're in a prime position to transition into clinical research. Talk to your supervisor or research department about shadowing opportunities or volunteering to assist with clinical trials or research projects. Every little bit of experience helps, and it shows potential employers that you're serious about making this career move. And speaking of experience, let's talk about good clinical practice, or GCP guidelines. These are like the commandments of clinical research, and trust me, you need to know them inside and out. GCP guidelines ensure the safety of participants, the integrity of data, and the ethical conduct of clinical trials. There are online courses and certifications available, and I highly recommend taking one. It'll give you a solid understanding of the ethical and regulatory aspects of research, which is crucial for any aspiring CRC. All right, so you've got the education, you're certified, you're gaining experience, you're well on your way to becoming a rockstar clinical research coordinator. But here's the thing about the world of medicine and research: it's constantly evolving. New technologies emerge, regulations change, and our understanding of diseases grows every single day. That's why it's crucial to stay updated and never stop learning. Think of it like keeping your medical instruments sterilized and sharp. One of the best ways to stay ahead of the curve is to attend industry conferences and workshops. These events bring together researchers, clinicians, and other healthcare professionals to discuss the latest advancements, share best practices, and network. Another valuable resource is professional organizations like the Association of Clinical Research Professionals, ACRP, and the Society for Clinical Research Sites, SCRS. These organizations offer continuing education courses, webinars, and publications to keep you informed about the latest trends in clinical research. And don't underestimate the power of networking. Connect with other CRCs, researchers, and industry professionals. Attend conferences, join online forums, reach out to people on LinkedIn. Building a strong professional network can open doors to new opportunities, provide valuable insights, and even lead to mentorship opportunities. Remember, the field of clinical research is all about collaboration and innovation. By staying connected and continuously learning, you'll not only enhance your own skills and knowledge, but also contribute to the advancement of medical science as a whole. All right, you've put in the hard work, you've got the education, the certification, the experience, you're staying updated. It's time for the exciting part, applying for those clinical research coordinator jobs. Now remember how we talked about how important experience is. This is where it really pays off. Tailor your resume and cover letter to highlight your skills and experiences that align with the specific requirements of each job description. Don't just list your responsibilities, showcase your accomplishments. Did you help recruit a record number of patients for a trial? Did you identify and resolve a critical protocol deviation? Those are the things that make you stand out. Where do you find these amazing opportunities? Well, hospitals are a big one. They conduct a ton of research, especially academic medical centers. Pharmaceutical companies are always on the lookout for talented CRCs to manage their clinical trials. And don't forget about contract research organizations, or CROs. We talked about them earlier. They're like the behind-the-scenes heroes of clinical research, and they offer a ton of job opportunities for CRCs. Online job boards are your best friend, like Indeed, LinkedIn, etc. They all list open CRC positions, set up job alerts so you don't miss out on any opportunities. Networking also plays a huge role in your job search. Reach out to your contacts, let them know you're looking for a CRC position. You never know who might have the inside scoop on a hidden gem of a job opening. And finally, be prepared to interview like a pro. Research the company, practice your answers to common interview questions, and most importantly, let your passion for clinical research shine through. So there you have it, guys, a step-by-step guide to becoming a clinical research coordinator. It's a challenging but incredibly rewarding career path, one that allows you to make a real difference in the lives of patients while pushing the boundaries of medical science. Remember, the journey might be demanding, but the impact you can make is immeasurable. So keep learning, keep growing, and never give up on your dreams. If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more awesome content, and I'll see you in the next one.